Hey Houston, Texas. Today we're going to take a look at how massively prices have dropped in the greater Houston area and also how long houses are just sitting on the market and nobody is buying them. If this is your first time to the YouTube channel, I'm Dinko the Realtor. I've been in the real estate game since 2016 and I provide game-changing data, information, and analysis you're not going to be able to get anywhere else. With my degree in economics and as a previous analyst where we were creating stress tests and onboarding multi-million to multi-billion dollar portfolios, I don't just analyze the housing market, I analyze everything as a whole, and information and data we do have, I dissect it. That way we can see exactly what's going on. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Do it now, because this kind of insight, analysis, and honesty, you're not going to be able to get anywhere else. Do me a favor, smash that like button. It'll really help the YouTube channel grow. And again, I'm Dinko the Realtor. I'm a licensed real estate agent in the state of Texas. My team and I love helping people just like you across the entire greater Houston area. We specialize in making sure people are getting the dream home that they want and also getting a good deal, knowing what's actually going on in the market. Now, let's get into the information, because I said I had a lot to show you, and take a look at this. Look where the median days on market was a year ago. 17 days in January and 16 days in February. Look how much the days on market have skyrocketed for a home to sell. And keep in mind, this data is homes that have sold, not the ones that are lingering on the market. And I'm going to show you homes lingering 100 plus days, 80 plus days, 50 plus days. Homes are just not selling at that pace any longer, and prices have massively dropped. That's the next thing that we're going to go over right here. And follow this, because we're going to go through it quickly. And this right here is mind-boggling. So right here is the median price that we have had peak in June. So June of 2022 is when the housing market in the greater Houston area peaked for the median price to be $355,000. That is a huge increase. Right here, if we go down, it was the median single family home price was $251,000 in December of 2019. That increase was $104,000, which was a 41% increase during the pandemic boom, which was 2020, 2021, and half of 2022. So in those 2.5 years, the greater Houston area average home appreciated 41%. But I told you, prices are dropping massively. Take a look at this. We have lost in the greater Houston area 11%. 11%. That has equaled out to a loss of $40,000. So $40,000 is gone out of that median single family home price. Just poof, gone. That is a lot of money, because if you take a look, 40,000 out of 104 is actually a 38% loss. It is almost 40% of the equity gains in 30 months are gone in 7 months of declines. June is when the market peaked. 7 consecutive months going into January. The January data is the median single family home price of $315. And we know that the market has not stabilized, because look at this data. Look at the days on market compared to what they were. Now, if we go back to the Excel sheet that I have right here, prices to go, for us to go back to the same median single family home price, to go, it would be $104,000. We actually would only need a 29% loss, because when a number is smaller, for it to go to the extreme inflated prices that we're at currently, it has to be a bigger increase. When the bigger number is coming down, it has to be a smaller decrease to get to the same point. So a 29% decline in prices would bring us back to the pre-pandemic level, and that would wipe out the 41% gain that single family homes have seen in the greater Houston area. Now, I also want to show this here real quick. Everybody is telling you it is the time to buy a home. Yet look at this Redfin article. Investors are buying roughly half as many homes as they were a year ago. Half. Investors aren't buying. Why should you? Make sure you're following the data and take a look at this. Interest rates. Look at where they're at. They're almost at the peak that we had in October and November of 2022. It's almost at above 7%. And keep in mind, not everybody gets a 7%. The type of loan, the debt to income ratio, the credit score, all of that impacts the kind of interest rate that you're going to get. So there are people right now that are already in the 7th percentile when it comes to interest rates. And we know what happened last time. Cancellations went out the roof. There's more and more cancellations. And I said I was going to show you the data of how many homes are just sitting on the market. So right here to the left, we're selecting active, right? We're going to select actives. We're going to look at a few different suburbs. So let's go ahead and start with Spring. Now, if we look at the results and we organize it by days on market, and look at all of this red right here. These are all price declines. 300 days, 200 days, 100 days. Look at all of these. This is 100 homes already, 100 plus days on the market. We're still in the hundreds, 90s, 80s, 70s, right? Now let's go over to Katy. Let's go pull up Katy, and we'll pull up one or two more different suburbs. And again, look, my contact information is down below. People are reaching out to me all the time. I absolutely love it. My team and I are here for you to make sure you take advantage of the greater Houston housing market in 2023. Now, Katy, once we pull that up, we see that the same thing is going on where there are price drops right here to the left, and then to the right, you see 300, 200 days, 200 in the hundreds, right? Let's just go to page 3. So this is 300 homes in, and there's still 100 plus day homes right there. Now we're in the 90s, 80s, and let's just go to, let's do Cypress. Let's take a look at Cypress here. Here we go. Cypress, look at that, same thing, 300, 200. Look at all these price declines, right? I mean, let's go to page 4 here. Page 4 brings us into 30s, right? So there are 300 homes that are pretty much 40 plus days on the market. Let's go to Pearland. That's going to be the last one. There we go. All right, look at that. Same thing. Decline, decline, decline. 100 days, 100 days, 100 days, 80 days. And how many homes does, let's take a look here. So 187 homes are in Pearland that are active right now, and we have, what is going to be right here, 77 of them that are 50 plus days. The market has not stabilized. Subscribe down below. This kind of data and analysis you're not going to get anywhere else. Remember, Dinko the Realtor and his team have your back in the greater Houston area. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. It'll really help the channel grow. And until next time, have a great day.